I passed that tree so many times over the years, and I just walked past it like we often do. And this particular morning, about 2 weeks after my sister died, and I was just really, really exhausted. I hadn't slept well that night. And I just remember sitting down on the lawn and just, you know, my head in my hands. And then there was this sense of shimmeriness around me and golden warmth that started to effuse me. And I was thinking, what's happening? And I opened my eyes and all this light was coming through the branches of this tree above me. And I realized all these branches belong to one tree. There was such a sense of solace, and as if it was giving me a hug, and a real warmth and calm about it.
The thing that first struck me is, oh, someone's built a boardwalk over here. Why have they done that? And then I realised, oh, they're protecting the roots. And then as I came around the corner, and I really got a sense of the size of the tree, and that's when I think I was struck by its magic, and I suddenly thought, there's something special here. This is a special tree, this is a special place.
It hasn't even occurred to me. When did she tell me about the tree? I couldn't tell you. She was going on the walk every day, and you'd say when she got back, how was it? And one day she just said, I've met this tree. I know that sounds crazy, but no, she met the tree, and there was just some connection with the tree.
Yeah, I don't know, did it pick me? Did I pick it? I'm not sure. It's like how all friends meet. Do you really know who picks who?
I think what started happening is I started walking without listening to music. So I heard the birds, I heard the cities start to muffle and become distant, and that helped create this very different space when I was around that tree. And when you're quiet and when you're still, you develop a real presence, a real attention to what's going around. So you start noticing things that usually in your very rushed life you wouldn't. So I started noticing the light, the different sounds, the ants moving around. Bit by bit, things started to show themselves, reveal themselves to me. It was overwhelming. It was so rich with life.
David, hello. How are you?
I think this is the first time that I was early.
True.
Yeah, thanks. Tea?
In double E. And she was from another era, like the 1940s. She really was. It's actually, strangely enough, really good growing weather at the moment up there because you get the sun much closer. See, doesn't it look amazing? So even despite all the rain, it's really lushed up and the light is just glorious, isn't it?
I've been an ambassador for Wayside Chapel for quite some time. It's interesting, each time I come up here, it changes massively, actually. And it's wonderful. Like, this is a little oasis in the middle of King's Cross. And you can't come up here and not put a smile on it. It does something to you.
Hello, how are you? Lovely to see you, Charlie. Hello, Ali.
The Wayside is the beating heart, the centre of our community, because it shows us what's there all the time. You know, it's a truth teller. This is it. You can't pretend, you can't hide. And I think that is an important lesson as well.
So the ultimate is to release the seeds from the stem part, and that will go through the sift and separate all the individual seeds that we collect.
It's given me a very wide experience of the struggles people have. And I think that's helped me put into perspective what's happened to me.
Imagine if the seeds are heavy enough to drop all the way down there.
I know. It's been designed to,
To be heavier than the wind,
Yeah.
sort of picking up.
I've met some extraordinary people here. There's stories here of massive trauma, enormous pain, but there's also, this is a place of hope. One of the great things about Wayside is, I think, the fact anybody can come here and they can be heard, regardless of who you are, you know, what your history is, what you've done in your life. You can come here and you can be listened to.
beautiful.
I've been a part of Wayside since 2018. I've been encouraged and saved in a way from a lot of life struggles. I can get some. I think there's connectedness in watching life grow from just dirt and seeds, and it's connected because at Wayside Chapel, a lot of people have gone through the ringer and they know what brokenness means. And when you see the basics of the conditions for life, the dirt, the seeds, the sun and the water, and the new growth, you feel like your soul is being saved through these activities.
What we maintain here is that we're not human beings trying to be spiritual. We're spiritual beings trying to work out what it means to be human. And one of the greatest ways we can do that is by connecting with the fact that we are more than just material objects, that we are connected, we are part of a relationship. The gardening group gives people a place to not only garden out some of their sadness and their grief, but also to help them go on that healing journey. That if we can slow our rhythms down to the rhythm of nature, then we will naturally connect in with those cycles.
I was certainly aware of biophilia and ways that people had used to help them connect with nature and help with grieving and loss. I didn't think that my sister's killed herself, I'm going to go into the garden and that's going to make me feel better. I didn't think that nature had that sort of power. So that was a real revelation for me. Certainly gave me a sense of beginnings and ends and renewals, which is the area you need to go into, I think, when you have a massive loss in your life.